All right, it's July 1st. Nikki, what's the weather looking like?
It's looking quite nice outside, actually sitting at 90 degrees. Over in Hula Bay, you could see some clouds up in the sky, just bringing in a little bit of moisture for the upcoming afternoon, but right now looking quite nice, a little bit steamy at that, and you can see that with the temperatures. Right now we're seeing 90 degrees in Tampa, 88 over in Clearwater, 90 down at the Bay, so quite a warm one this morning. And with the heat indexes, they're even higher. You have the moisture in the air plus the heat. We're feeling like 105 degrees all the way up in Weeki Wachee, 100 down in Venice, 103 in Northport. So we're seeing triple digits over much of the area. Definitely a warm one at that. Definitely a little bit muggy as well. And it'll continue to feel this way as the afternoon does move on through. We'll start to heat things back up around 12 o'clock this afternoon, and the scattered storms will start to roll back in around 4 p.m. So we'll reach a high of 92 degrees today, and it'll definitely be a toasty one. Now, the tropics, what we're really starting to see, this is the big picture, is this tropical system sitting off in the Atlantic. It'll be moving off to the northeast, and it actually has strengthened to a tropical storm named Arthur. So it had some convection down here in the southeast quadrant, but it did move on up to the north. So we're starting to see some more increase in convection up to the north of this system, and it'll go ahead and move off along the eastern seaboard as it does continue on through. So right now we're seeing it down there at 40 miles per hour, sitting at 1,007 millibars. So quite a nice system, and it'll start to scoot on off. You could see by Friday morning it's actually expected to reach a Category 1 status. So 74 mile per winds over the hurricane mark there, so you can see Category 1 up there. It'll go ahead and make that right-hand turn and really not impact the Tampa Bay area too much besides adding an increase in rain chances. So here's the system. You can see we have that counterclockwise flow around that low, bringing in some northerly winds for our area. This will go ahead and bring in some warmer conditions and increase our moisture. We'll start to see those scattered storms move on in, taking off those bands. So this will be around the system and start to move on off the coast as it moves off to the northeast. Now you can see Wednesday morning, the storms start to have a little bit better coverage, and this system will start to scoot on out of the picture, leaving us with a moist week as the week does continue. For right now, the 92 degrees this afternoon, we're seeing those outer storms start to scoot on in and making us feel like we're over 100 degrees. Winds will push on in out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, though, we're cooling it back down to 79 degrees, and a humid night will be one for sure. We'll start to see those winds push on out of the west-northwest, leaving us with a beautiful sunrise tomorrow and also a 50% chance of rain for Wednesday. So bring the umbrella if you're heading out the door tomorrow just to play it safe, and we'll reach a high of 92 degrees. We'll start to see the remainder of the week feeling quite summer-like. 4th of July, we'll continue to see that moisture coverage bringing some rain chances as the afternoon does move on in, and hopefully letting us crack off a firework or two in the evening hours.
Good job. You want to do it one more time?
Yeah.
You should just be able to hit the play button.
Okay, the play button?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, right as I was about to click start and the stopwatch, my screen timed out.
Yeah.
So, it was
All
like,
right. So if you want to start, you want to put it back on the...
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, it's July 1st. What are we looking at out there, Nikki?
Well, for the beginning of July, we're seeing quite normal temperatures and summer-like conditions out there. You can see some of those clouds starting to build over in the Hula Bay restaurant. So a nice one at that, and we'll have those conditions continuing for the remainder of the week. What it feels like right now outside, the heat index is quite high. We're seeing triple digits among much of the coast, 106 over in Weeki Wachee. So with that moisture in the heat, we're really starting to see these heat indexes rise quite a bit, leaving us with a warmer condition for the remainder of the afternoon. Now the forecast, bringing it in on today, we're seeing those temperatures heat on up around 12 o'clock as the afternoon does move on in, and those scattered storms will be making its way into the picture around 4 p.m., leaving us with a high around 92 degrees for this afternoon. Now the tropics have kicked on off, and we're starting to see this system that was not named a couple hours ago officially have its first name for the tropical season. This guy is named Arthur, and we're starting to see some of that convection move on up to the northeast, allowing the storm to actually increase. Moving it on up to the northeast is what the big picture is going to allow, and we'll have some increase in terms of rain for our area. But the outlook, what we're really starting to see is those 40-mile-per-hour winds will start to shift on up to the northeast, actually becoming a Category 1 by Friday, right off the coast of North Carolina. So the impacts will be more extreme up there, but back home, we're only going to see an increase in rain. So nothing too severe for this area, but this storm will continue to stay off to the east in the Atlantic area. 95 miles per hour offshore. That northerly flow will go ahead and increase our chances of rain, and the temperatures will definitely remain warm at that. So those storms will start to circle around the eye. Those bands will start to move on into the Tampa Bay region, bringing some more rain chances and increasing the moisture for the area. So that better storm coverage will go ahead and make its way on in, and the system will move on out for the remainder of the week. For the forecast for tomorrow, though, looking quite nice, 92 degrees, and those feel like temperatures will be well over 100 degrees, so definitely bring that water if you're heading outside. The winds will remain out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and we have a sunset at 8:31 p.m. For tonight, though, we're cooling things back off to 79 degrees, and those storms will go ahead and push offshore, leaving us with quite a clear evening, maybe a cloud or two in the sky, but definitely a nice evening for sure. The 3-day forecast, you can see 92 degrees is staying pretty consistent for the remainder of the week, and those rain chances hold on in as well. 4th of July, we're seeing 40% chance of rain, hopefully letting us crack off a firework or two by the evening hours.